Hey Wanderers, I'm back. It's been a while. Sorry about that. So just for the record, every time I say I'm going to keep up with this, nope, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen ever. I've come to terms with that. I will never keep this regular. Can't do it. I'm just not a blogger. I can't get into it. Well, I don't hate this. I enjoy doing this. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't have enough to say. I'm not an interesting person. I'm really not. There's nothing going on in my life. And to prove that, I'll give you a little anecdote about what I've been doing for the past this month or so. I get up, I eat breakfast, I play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I'm trying to beat right now because I want to beat it before I go off to college in 2 weeks. And I'm almost at the end. If any of you have played it, I'm in the Sky Keep, so gives you an idea. I just beat the boss rush to get the Hylian's shield. Sweet! First time I played through it. Yeah, I died on the 8th boss out of 8. That wasn't fun. Anyway, so then I'll eat lunch, I'll play Sims, and I'll be on the internet. I'll eat dinner, I'll go on the internet some more, and I sleep. Yeah. There was a week when I went outside once in 3 days. It's a significant problem. Um, so it's nothing's really interesting to talk about. But I saw Maddie's vlog, whatever. And by the way, she already mentioned this, but Maddie and I are good friends in real life, and she's fabulous and my favorite person. And oh man, I'm so happy she's here. And her vlog was great. And I'm convinced, Maddie, if you're watching this, which I know you're watching this because when you see this, you're gonna watch it. We're doing vlogs together, right? Next week, come over. I come over. We do some filming. Good stuff. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about. I saw that. Oh, I remember. I saw that and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into the mode of things, whatever I'm saying. And so I thought that I would do a little book review blog thing for you. So I just show you what I've been reading as of late, what I still need to read, what I've been getting from the library and stuff. So I'm gonna start with the book I just finished. Actually, I have a little bit left, but it's like this epilogue part. And it's The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This book is fabulous. If you like a good dystopian, futuristic novel, this is the book for you. This is how, okay, authors out there, this is how you write a dystopia and don't F it up. I'm talking to you, Veronica Roth, in Divergent. That book sucked ass. Anyway, this book is fabulous. It was sort of a modern classic, I'd say. It's published in 1986, I believe. If you don't know what it's about the US in the future, which is really the past because it was written in 86 and it's supposed to be the end of the 20th century. And this crazy religious cult takes over, and people are having trouble, like, procreating, reproducing, and so in order to have children, they take the women that can have kids and pair them with commanders and their wives, who are these married couples, and essentially force them to have sex with the commanders to have children, be the surrogate parent for the commanders. And it's really creepy and awful, and there's all sorts of really weird things, but it's really interesting, and it's not just a story of the main character who's, I don't think you ever find out her real name, and they all have like these fake names that start with like off or something, and let me see if I can find it. Nope, it'll take too long. Anyway, whatever her name is, it's not only her story about her being a handmaid, but it's also sort of a study in human sexuality and just human nature, and it's really interesting. 5 stars out of 5. Fabulous, fabulous book. It's a classic for a reason. Sorry about the camera. I had it sitting on my knees really weird. Okay, next book. I just finished this one a while too, and this is We've Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. That might be flipped. I don't know how the camera is. Shirley Jackson is flawless. This book is so, so good. It's your classic creepy house mystery story, and it's a murder mystery, essentially. It follows Mary Catherine and her older sister. What does it start? What's her name? Constance. Older sister Constance, and their uncle Julian, and they all live in this creepy house. And a couple of years ago, I think like 6 years ago, all their family members died of poisoning at dinner, and Constance got arrested and accused of the murder. And throughout the book, you're sort of eventually finding out who really killed the family, what happened with the family. But you're just like following their lives, and they're really weird, like hermit, secluded people. Mary Catherine, though she's 18, she's telling the story. She has the mind of a 12-year-old. It's really strange, but it's so good, and it's just creepy and wonderful, and oh, so good. Again, 5 stars out of 5. Fabulous book. Pick it up. Okay, the next book, which I also got from the library, lots of library books, is The Postmortal by Drew Magary. I don't know if that's how you say his name. Magary. Either way, this book is pretty recent. 2009, I think, is when it was published, and it's very strange. It's essentially about the future. They discover a cure for aging, and essentially, since you're not aging, you become immortal. You can still die, like if you get shot or if murder, suicide, whatever, disease, but you can't die of old age. And everyone ends up getting the cure when they're about 20. I think you have to be 25 to get it, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. And the world kind of goes to hell, and it just chronicles the life of. Is his name John? I think his name's John, but it could be something else. I don't remember. You chronicle the main guy and his life and his relationships and how he deals with this, and also he becomes a. Oh crap! I can't remember what it's called, but essentially what they do is they kill people who want to die, and that's their job. So, interesting book. It's not the greatest book ever. It has some flaws. I'd give it 3.85 stars, maybe 4. Okay, so the next book I have actually already read. It was a reread, but I love it, so I'd read it, and it's Blood Promise by Richelle Mead. This is the 4th book in the Vampire Academy series. I just hadn't read this book in a while, and so I thought I'd reread it. The only book of the series I actually own is the 3rd one, which is Shadowkiss. And this book, if you haven't read the series, this isn't going to make any sense, but Rose, who's the main person in this story, essentially you have 2 vampire groups. The Moroi, who are the good vampires, the Strigoi, who are the evil vampires, and then the Demphirs, who are half human, half vampires, and they're like Buffy the Vampire Slayer type people, and they hunt Strigoi, and they protect the Moroi. Rose, who is a Demphyr, her boyfriend, Dimitri, who's also a Demphyr guardian, he gets turned into a Strigoi, and she hunts him down to try to kill him. So that's what this book's about. It's a good book. I mean, writing-wise, like literary, yeah, it's not ranked very high. I mean, it's written well, but it's not great. But story-wise, it's really addicting. I love these books. But I'd give it 4.5 stars, but purely on entertainment value. I mean, it's not even close to the amazingness that The Handmaid's Tale is. Not even close. Not in the same genre. Okay, so those are all the books I've read. Now here's some of the books that I need to read. So I bought this one, which is by Tamora Pierce. It's Tortall and Other Lands, a collection of tales. By the way, I don't know if the camera is flipped or not, so I don't know if everything might be appearing backwards, because it looks backwards to me, but anyway. There's just a collection of short stories written by Tamora Pierce that are set in Tortall. Is that how you guys say it? I say Tortall. Do it. And yeah, I've only read the first story, so working on that one. Next one is Behind the Beautiful Forevers by Catherine Boo, and it's a story about people living in the slums of Mumbai. Now, this is a required book for Michigan State for incoming freshmen, which is where I'm going this fall, so I have to have this read in the next 2 weeks. I'll work on it. Next book is The King of Atolia by Megan Wellington. This is the 3rd book in the Queen's Thief series, which I love these books. The second one, the Queen of Atolia, was fabulous. Love that book. I still haven't finished this book. I'm like halfway through. I got halfway through the first time, and then I had to give it back to the library because I ran out of time. So I need to finish it this time. I will do it though. The next book, oh my gosh, this is sad. Game of Thrones, George R. R. Martin. I've been working on this book for upwards of a year. I think since I first started this book, I've probably been working on it for about a year and a half. That's really sad, I know. I just can't read it long enough. because it's good, but I just can't sit down and get through it. And that's how far I am. I have this much left. I'm on page 608. I will eventually finish it. And then the last book on my list is The Kingdom of This World by Alejo Carpentier. I don't know if that's how you say his name. It's about the Haitian Revolution, I think, and some guy who's telling the story of that. Again, I'm not quite sure if it's nonfiction or historical fiction. It's not really clear, but gotta read this for school too. So that is all for now. I'm gonna go and probably screw around on the internet some more and play Skyward Sword, which I will talk about Zelda in another vlog because I've been obsessed with it lately. So, see you guys later. Goodbye.